Hello, hello. Welcome to the War Report. This is your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is a show where we talk about NXT 2.0 and AEW Dynamite. We have a pretty stacked show this week and next week with Forbidden Door predictions, talking about NXT. And then next week, we're going to have to review Forbidden Door, talk about NXT Great American Bash, and Blood and Guts. So it's going to be a stack couple 2 weeks, man. So how are you feeling, Quan?
No, the question is, how are you feeling? Happy 21st birthday, Cyrus. Very proud of you.
I'm 26 years old.
How do you feel, man?
I don't feel any type of way. I don't particularly feel any special. I will say that this is, outside of the pandemic year, the first pandemic year, this is the first time I've been in Miami for my birthday in quite some time. I wanted to do something in Atlanta, but I couldn't really piece it together because I spent a lot of money last month, so I couldn't make it happen. Everybody's just like, "Oh man, what are you gonna do? How are you celebrating?" I have something scheduled in September that I'm going to go do.
I hope it's not the same week as my birthday. Let me tell you, I ain't doing this show. Yeah, right now.
Shit, y'all about to get no war report. Cause I'm not I'm not stopping the train for no fucking money. You feel me?
You feel me?
But that is it. My friend, like, while I was watching Dynamite, they just like, how do you celebrate? And I was just like, I just chilled at home and just bought a lot of food. That's like literally it.
That's how you do it.
I bought something for myself, and I will be, there's a present of myself, and I'm not going to enjoy it until a couple months from now, which is something that I'm not mad about. And I wanted to go. So the plan was to go out tonight. We were going to do. My friend put something together, and I didn't know. And I was just like, oh man, I possibly can't do it because I got to do the show and do this. And then tomorrow, I have a very important work meeting for another promotion. And I did not want to get fucked up tonight, have to go to work, and I'm not all the way there for that meeting when the bag talk is coming.
It gets tougher and tougher every time. Every year you get older, it's tougher and tougher to go out and drink and do something next morning.
Well, it's just that, I could probably do it. It's just that I don't want to. Like, I want this to go as smoothly as possible. So, I want to have my eyes open for when that shit happens. So it's something that we couldn't really piece together. And then we're going to present for myself is something in September. And then like we're rescheduling something else for the celebration. So that is it.
Do something this weekend.
I really wanted to do something this weekend so fucking bad, but I can't just go out to Atlanta on the whim right now. I gotta work PTO. I mean, I can't submit my PTO in time, so it is what it is. It's all fine. Plus, I have to cover for somebody because they're gonna be on vacation. So overall, I'm 26, and I'm gonna do a lot of cool shit, and I'm gonna be getting a lot more money, which means I'm gonna be doing a lot more cool shit in the future.
Wow, so. Look at you!
We get paid out here. You feel me? But how are now? Back to the order. How are you? How's shit go cracking?
I'm doing all right. Had a cool Father's Day. Went to a little cookout.
I forgot.
Something, you know what I mean?
Parent, bro.
Big time. So that was cool. They got me a little gift, nothing crazy. It was a real chill Sunday, real chill weekend. Saturday night, I did go out though. I stepped out first time in a minute.
How'd it go, bro?
Your boy is feeling it Sunday morning. I a little rough, but we made it through.
Hey, man. Made it through. You gotta get in control of that, bro. Come on now.
No, you grown. Yeah, that's the problem. And the problem is too, I don't drink anymore. So like when I do drink, it's you know what I mean?
It's time to cut it out. You and J5 just on the straight edge wave.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say I'm straight edge, but you know what I mean.
In solidarity with CM Punk being out, bro, gotta cut that bullshit off. What happened? Straight edge, bro. Come on, man.
I'm good.
Wow, no solidarity with CM Punk.
No,
All right.
man.
Well, that is enough banter. We could get into the wacky world of wrestling. We're gonna get into these trenches, and before we talk about our first topic, I just want to say that no, we're not going to be talking about Vince. We're not going to be talking about Adam Cole's body, and we're not going to be talking about Sasha Banks. Those seem to be all real talking points, and none of that is really news. So please,
so you don't think Sasha Banks is one of Jade Cargill's new baddies?
I've heard a lot of things through the grapevine.
Why can't Naomi be the baddie? You know what I mean? Why gotta be Sasha?
Monday, I was talking to Justin, and I've said it in the chat here, periodically before, where I was just like, every time the conversation about Sasha Banks and Naomi walking out, I said we were not going to talk about it, but
got him.
Nobody mentions Naomi. Never.
At all.
everybody just says, well, Sasha's gonna be fine. Sasha's gonna go to Hollywood or AEW, stuff like that. And then like there's never talked about like, is Naomi gonna crack into Hollywood too? And Naomi is implied on all these tweets.
Yeah, is it Sasha like, and then Naomi silent?
Yeah, you feel me? Like what's cracking? Like, are we not really thinking about there's a lot of things at play right now, and I think at this point, guys, we should just let it be and ignore any rumors or any shit like that, information that is not concrete, because I swear to God, your days will be a lot better if you're not getting upset about rumors, random tweets, and speculation.
Oh, also, you know what? I'm so happy you said that. Let me tell you, another thing great about this weekend, I cut myself off from all wrestling media for the whole weekend. Unfortunately, we have a podcast where we need to be informed all the time. But let me tell you, man, it felt so good not to read the dumbass tweets people be saying just about stuff they have no idea what they're talking about. It's like, man, it just felt so nice. It's just like a peace of mind.
We're not padding in the trenches out because there's like literally no news that that is concrete, but just feeling back the curtain a little bit. I hate wrestling news. I hate having to be tapped in. Like
it's not even the news itself. It's just the reaction to the news, especially when the news is like, it's not even actually news. It's just like, oh, I heard some shit, but I don't know, but maybe, you know what I mean? So like
wrestling journal. I have obviously
we're not gonna, you know what? We're not gonna get into this wrestling journalist rant. It's your birthday. Let's not do this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
I don't either. But please, people, y'all give to me. Don't get caught up in the speculation, because when I seen them spaces going on 2 hours talking about a tweet and then talking about an article that's about a tweet, y'all motherfuckers out your mind, man. Because there was a good week. There was a good week where there was no Sasha Banks discussion. Like people kind of just like went about their week until that tweet came up, and then shit started again. But to actual news, the H-Man is back in NXT. How we feel about Triple H coming back? Is this what's that show motherfuckers keep talking about? Is this the Secession? This is how it played out on season 3 or some shit.
Okay. Well, we should going a little deeper. John Pollock tweeted earlier today, according to multiple sources, Paul Levesque. Did I say Levesque? Levesque? I don't know. It was in Orlando. Levesque. Is it Levesque? Okay, the S is silent. Was in Orlando today to spoke at the Performance Center. Of the people I heard from, he's back. It is unknown what that entails, but that was the wording I was given. So we don't fully know exactly what Triple H is going to be doing, but I'm going to assume off of he's back, that means like he's really like back at it.
Yeah.
From a creative standpoint.
From what we know, or what we've been told through the grapevine, is that Triple H will be back, and then I believe HBK will be moving up to main roster. I'm not sure how hands-on he is going to be on the main roster, or like who is he going to be booking, but I know a lot of people were just like, oh man, like NXT is going to be back like to the glory days, you know, like we're going to go back to black and gold. And it's just like, y'all motherfuckers forget that 2.0 was also Triple H's plan. So you're gonna get 2.0. Just letting y'all know. That's about
as long as Joe Gacy not in any more title matches, that's fine. You know what? Because
go ahead.
Sometimes when Sean started taking the reins, it was extremely hit or miss. It was no like in between with Sean. It was like that was really good. Man, what the fuck is he doing?
It was a breath of fresh air.
It was for sure in the beginning.
Absolutely. Like at the beginning, it was a breath of fresh air. Like seeing how HBK did book things, I enjoyed it for the most part. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
let me phrase it. It was more positive than negative for sure.
Yeah, but I would say at the top of the year, it started getting a little weird, and I was just like, maybe you should like have a second writer involved or something. Maybe there is, but like, you know, maybe like another person to just like overview this a little bit. Because I think everything more or less has been fine for this year. I would say the only thing that is puzzling is, you know, the stuff with Index and
Braun. Some of Braun Breaker's booking has been kind of weird.
You don't think so? Oh yeah. Well, like recent. No, actually, not even recently. But like Indy Hartwell, Braun Breaker, but that period of time where it was Santos versus Breaker, but then Ziggler was in the wings. I didn't like that too much, and we're seeing a little bit of that again with like Grayson Waller and Solo Sikoa, which I'm just like, why are we doing this? He has next, but he's not even looking at Carmelo Hayes.
He don't have next no more. He lost the next.
Oh, when he lose it?
Well, because Cameron lost.
I thought it was just next period.
No, Cameron said, "I'll give you that. You got to earn that."
Well, you know what? This is where a GM would probably come into play. You see,
they need an on-screen authority so bad in that show.
Yeah, someone to just be like, no, you're not. Like, nah, he won that. Honor that shit.
Even if they do it like the Tony Conway on AEW, where he's not really on the show, but you know he's the authority.
There's a name to it.
Yeah, the name to it. It would make a little more sense. At least you know somebody, you know, like a Regal, like they had. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I must have missed that segment. Sorry, people.
That's all good.
But yeah, I don't know. That's about it for the most part. Obviously, like the Joe Gacy Braun Breaker thing is something I really wasn't a big fan of. A lot of the stuff that is going on with the women's breakout tournament, like the after effects of that, is kind of like been nuts too. I think the women division period after Stand and Deliver has been a little bit wacky. With Mandy literally beating everybody and then them just shuffling between the three faces of NXT.
Yeah. and then Wendy kind of just in the cut doing whatever.
Yeah.
Till it's her turn. It's been weird.
Yeah, it's been weird for the most part. So I would say I'm excited to see what Triple H's 2.0 looks like.
I'm with you. Yeah. Do we think we had that situation before where Triple H isn't willing to let people go? Or do you think he kind of moved past that?
I don't think he has to worry about that for a little bit because I think a lot of motherfuckers is not ready. Except Alba Fire.
Yeah.
But no, I don't see that happening again. This is very rare bingo space, but Triple H vision for Black and Gold was for people to get invested in these characters, so he kept them down for a long time. Now that philosophy has failed, quote unquote, but like now that philosophy or mindset has changed, I think that Paul should definitely be Triple H should definitely be thinking about like these people's like longevity within the company if he is planning on going that route again. Because he did that for Black and Gold, and a lot of those Black and Gold guys are not here anymore. So I think that philosophy needs to change, where people are, ready to go to the main roster, more comfortable with the idea of going up there. So yeah. I think the game plan is different. Like the globalization of NXT is not really happening right now. Like they're not trying to do this, the territory thing again. Which
they are kind of shifting back to that back and forth between the UK and.
Oh no, I just meant like
you meant just like the global takeover.
Yeah, like highly investing in like having a little thing everywhere.
The little meme picture with the map in the background.
Yeah, which is man,
it's wild. It's a wild ass respect.
I don't want to. I'm not saying I want to live in that world, but I do want to be in a universe where that map happened. Like I want to see what NXT South America looks like.
That would have been great.
It would have been. Think about it, like. I want to be in that universe, bro. And then you have Apollo and almost out there doing shit like
NXT Nigeria. Bro. NXT Nigeria NXT, go crazy.
NXT Sudan. You feel me? Could have been something crazy, man. I don't want to live in it. I just want to look and see what that looked like, bro. Like, what does NXT Japan look like, bro?
We got to Rick and Morty that somehow and figure out how we can see that. That's NXT Japan. That'd be who would they even sign?
I would say you would get a lot. Probably a lot of like those DDT dudes would probably like come over, like for real. I don't see a lot of new. I do not see a lot of New Japan people like going.
I don't think they would either. Yeah, I don't.
Or like people jump. I'm seeing a lot of Joshi going on over there, or like a lot of people jumping ship so that he get fucking paid more. DDT dudes, probably Dragon Gate and Noah guys. I don't see a lot of New Japan guys going over.
Yeah.
In Universe 16 where that is currently happening, and they have fucking AJ Styles going there having a match with fucking Okada or some shit. But nah, Triple H is back. I'm looking forward to seeing what his NXT 2.0 is going to look like. And I feel like him and HBK kind of probably seem like eye to eye, so a lot of shit. So we're probably not going to see stuff that he like actually wrote until like probably like a month from now.
Yeah, I'm sure this whole time Sean has been texting Triple H like, "Hey, what you think of this? What you think of this?" I mean, he knows it. I think I would imagine Sean knows this is still Triple H's vision, regardless of who was booking the show.
And they're besties, so why not ask your homeboy what he thinks?
That's why I never understood the whole Triple H was ousted and Shawn Michaels took his spot. I feel like Shawn would say no, he wouldn't do that. I think he wouldn't do that to his boys. Like he might.
Also,
maybe he would. He might.
I don't think in this current iteration he would. But like, let's say he stays and then management changed and then Hunter just comes back. Which if this was a secession, some bullshit that you got going on, whatever the fuck y'all got going on. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the whole thing. I'm looking forward, optimistic to it. We might not even see what Triple H books until like the next like takeover.
Yeah, we might. He might. Sean might have had the whole thing booked out and the whole team over there. Mm-hmm. I don't want to put just say it's just Sean. There's other people over there as well writing.
Yeah, of course. So. Matt Bloom and stuff like that. Other creative writers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. First off, we're gonna get into NXT first because I felt like this show was very much a breeze.
This show was definitely a tape show.
It's better than last week's show though. I'm not gonna lie, for a tape show.
Yeah.
There's a lot more wrestling on it for a tape show.
A lot more wrestling this week. Yeah, I agree. Last week had a lot of pre-taped videos and stuff.
But all right, let's get into it.
trying to counter, but this time the Gory Bomb connects.
Twice is a charm for Alba Fire, and now we get to see the athleticism of the Firekeeper.
Oh, and we talked about watching tape and how it pertains to basketball. No!
The hell was that?
As a result of a disqualification, the winner of the match is Alba Fire.
Lash Legend using Fire's own back. Certainly not the victory I'm sure Alba Fire wanted.
Knowing Alba Fire, this isn't the last we're going to hear of this rivalry.
Officials checking on Alba Fire. Talk about bad sportsmanship. Lash Legend sending a message to Fire tonight.
Okay. To start it off, we got KC Squared versus the Brazilians. Do you remember their name?
Yes, Valentina Ferraz and Yulisa Leon. I think only one of them is Brazilian, by the way. I don't think they're both Brazilian.
Okay,
Yulisa Leon.
Yulisa Leon. Is that the taller one?
I don't know.
Oh damn!
I just know their names. I don't know which one's which. I believe Valentina's the taller one.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Sorry for the folks at home if you're screaming at your phone. Just pretend we said the right ones.
It took me, FTR took me a long time to figure out which one was which. When they were what was their team before when they were in NXT? What were they called?
The Revival?
The Revival. Oh, damn, I forgot their name.
Jesus
when they were the Revival, when
Christ.
the Revival first started, they even had a chant like which one's Dawson, which one's Dash. Like they used to do that too. Like I damn sure didn't know which one was which. You don't remember that cheer?
No.
Oh, they used to do that when they first.
That's kind of crazy. Well, that's how I feel about Stacks and Two Dimes. But now I ain't got to worry about that.
That's the two most generic guys I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'm saying
completely understandable. I don't know which one's which.
But no, that's cool. They had a really good match. I do like KC Squared. I'm not gonna lie.
They've improved. They've improved a lot. They've been in the lab, you can tell.
Yeah. They still do a lot of stuff that doesn't really make much sense to me, but I definitely can see the progress that has been made with these two teams. And I always thought the two Brazilian women, I thought they were great. They just need a name. Like, why does the women's tag team division, there's zero official names? The only thing we got is Toxic Attraction. And that's a stable more than their name.
Teams are missing matching tights. I feel like teams don't do that enough anymore. And team names for some reason.
It's so weird. Just let them have a name so I don't have to remember two names. But yeah, KC Square, they win, and that's how I thought it would go. I think the Brazilian women, I think they're great. They're improving as well. I thought they had a fantastic showing during the Dusty Classic. So moving on, we got Von Wagner. He defeats Brooks Jensen. And let me tell you, buddy, boy, this match stinks. This match is ass.
You know what's really interesting? I think Von Wagner, Damon Kemp, and Lash Legend are so much more interesting on NXT UK than they are on the regular NXT.
Yes, which is when I see Lash Legend on NXT UK, it fucking clicks.
Yeah, it makes sense over there. She needs to be over there.
I don't know what's going on, but Lash Legend matches on 2.0 versus UK, it's night and fucking day.
You know what it is? She gets a little, because UK you get more time in that ring, so you have a better chance of telling a story. But she's working with vets. I don't know how long Miley Grace has been wrestling for, but I imagine she knows what she's doing.
Hey man, when I saw her at NXT UK last week, I was just like, yo, she's not having matches like this
in the States.
She's smoother in there. I'm just like, what the fuck? It be blowing my mind for real. Her and Ivy Niles. Like Ivy Niles versus Mako.
No, Ivy's look good in the States. Oh, her matches on
Level Up.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, she definitely gets her reps in.
Mm-hmm.
Brooks and Jensen will be in UK next week. It's already been taped, that match. I don't know. I didn't read the spoilers, but I know they're there. As well as Saray. Saray is also there. So
that's great for Saray to be there as well. Honestly, I would have had her rocking with. Hey man, they should have kept the Chase U thing going.
Saray, that would be cool stuff for
her. Her and Thea Hale, they would have had some good stuff too. But nah, Wagner versus Brooks Jensen. I think I said it about like 2 months ago, or at like the top of the year.
Yeah.
Von Wagner is improving in the ring. He looks less lost out there. The gears are turning. He is a lot more fluid in his movement and how he like sometimes how he gets like heel heat or like just building up heat in a match.
Yeah,
a little bit. Well, I think he improved in that aspect, like period, outright. But this match is ass.
Yeah, it doesn't help that Brooks Jensen is also not very interesting and he's kind of generic.
Yes.
You know who he looks like? Every kid I went to high school with. Like to the team.
Well, like I'm not invested in the dude that gets no bitches and makes an ass of himself and talks about beating off.
It ain't for us. That's not for me.
Like him and what is it? Briggs, they're like American Pie type shit going on. Like I think Fallon Henley is like the saving grace of those two. But he can't tag team matches, sure. But in that match, that boy, woof. This match is ass.
Yeah. Good.
Moving on. This one. Also, Von Wagner's theme stinks, bro.
I don't even know his theme. I couldn't tell you any NXT guys did.
It was just some heavy rock music that sounds like really bad. Not great. It feels like the theme that Aleister Black said. Nah, I think I'm good, bro. Next, we got Roderick Strong versus Damian Kemp versus Legado del Fantasma. Now this match is good.
It's Roddy. It's Roddy in a tag match. It's Legado. You already feel how I feel about Del Cruz and Wild, yes. And then Damian Kemp, another one of those NXT UK guys. Man, he looks pretty good out there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He looks pretty good.
If you listen to the A show, you would know that talks with Gable Stevenson has been very quiet, very low. So I'll just say this. I don't think we got to worry about him surpassing somebody that's not there.
Yeah.
He's his own man.
Man, could you imagine WWE put all the effort in, have him come out at WrestleMania, draft him on the show? They just not be there.
They definitely put a lot of eggs into that basket.
Yeah.
But I think it's not all. I don't think it's all bad if Damian Kemp could still go out there and do his thing.
Plus, there's less controversy. I don't think Damian Kemp has any allegations on him like the other guy does. So maybe it's for the better.
Maybe it would make a lot of people happy, unless they're just like, how come he ain't beat his brother ass or some shit.
Or he will probably beat his ass anyway.
But no, I thought this match was really good, man. I really enjoyed it. Check this one out. I would say it's definitely match of the week so far. Well, it'll be the end of the week by the time you hear this, but so
match
far,
of the week
my favorite
for both shows.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Next, we got Lash Legend losing via DQ to Abba Fire. I thought this match was okay. Is it better than their NXT UK stuff? Absolutely not.
No, this felt more like an angle than an actual match.
I don't with the DQ.
Of course,
absolutely.
I don't even think it went 5 minutes. Honestly, there's not much to really say. Lash hits her with a bat and get some heat. I don't know where we go from here. Maybe Great American Bash. They have a no DQ match. That'd be interesting.
If it's no DQ, I would be a lot more invested than it just being a straight up singles match.
Yeah, I don't think that was the case. They should have did it this week.
Mm-hmm. And
then,
I think. Oh, go ahead. Keep going.
No, go ahead.
We'll be getting the Last Legend that's live and back from the UK. So,
true.
Maybe she just becomes an amazing wrestler in a week's time.
I'm sure Kaylee Ray can carry her.
I don't even think. Hey man, if it's the Last Legend from the UK, I don't think she needs to be carried.
Oh no, she needs to be carried.
not if it's UK. If it's UK last,
she needs to be carried.
Another match which is really good on the show as well. Cameron Grimes versus Enofe.
I'm not surprised by this because I've been saying Enofe. I've been saying Enofe is good.
Well, in singles competition, you know, it might be a night and day, or like, you know, just missing that aspect because, you know, you're a tag team wrestler, so your stamina is different, you know, whatever the bullshit commentary says. But this match is good, man. I like the dudes over there. I like the dudes over there at BBC, bro. I think they're doing good.
Oh, it's not cut it out. I saw the match against Kushida. I saw what he could do. I was like, yeah, this kid got it. So I'm not surprised. Yeah, good match.
He's good, man. I like these guys. Carmelo Hayes versus Tony D'Angelo. Hey, man. The Tony D'Angelo shit, make it stop, bro.
I know the Discord kind of agrees with you. I don't think he's that bad. I really don't think he's that bad.
It's the same.
I enjoy him.
It's the same with Von Wagner. And I know he is not as bad as Von Wagner. But it's just that I think, yeah, they improving in the ring. Or, you know, I do think that Tony D'Angelo, he doesn't botch. He has like an amazing array of suplexes and varieties of that sort and stuff like that. It's just that I just find these niggas boring. That is it. Like in this match, I'm not invested.
Okay.
I'm just not. I think like the Mafia Italian shit, or like, you know, let's fast forward to the part where Legado del Fantasma gets like their win back or some shit.
It just started.
I know, but like let's fast forward to that. I'm tired of the week of this shit. I just find Stacks, Two Dimes, and Tony D'Angelo, I just find them very boring. And if every match that involves, you know, Legado del Fantasma or involves you know, D'Angelo is gonna end with like some weird shenanigans happening on the outside, and then them being like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my god!" Every match, like, I'm good.
Yeah, I hope they won't do that for the fourth week in a row. I'm with you on that.
Like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I would like them, like, for them to move on from this. The Dawn shit. I was thinking about it earlier because we did talk about it on the Discord earlier today. But if he would have won a title and then started calling himself the Dawn of NXT, I think that'd be a lot cooler.
Sometimes you gotta manifest it. You know what I mean? You gotta call yourself the Don first before. Remember, LeBron James in high school put Chosen One on his back. He tattooed it on his back. Sometimes you gotta manifest these things. He wasn't the Chosen One yet. He was just a kid from Akron. You know what I mean? Washed King. Hashtag washed King.
I don't believe in this manifesting stuff that y'all talk about. This spiritual mumbo jumbo.
Wow. Now we're spirituality shaming. It's crazy.
That mumbo jumbo. I'm of the mind if you're a real nigga, get on that field. You feel me? And Tony D'Angelo not on that field, man. Nah, I'm good off this. Let's fast forward to when this shit stops and Carmelo Hayes does something else. I'm also kind of getting fatigued with Carmelo as well. I would really like to see him have a character.
I want to see more.
Try to be over without the title.
Yeah, like at this point, I know he can wrestle a good match. He got the formula down. He got it already. Mm-hmm. I want to see a little more from him.
Yeah, I want to see a little bit of growth, man. That's definitely going on the report card. Quick hits. We got Grayson Waller squeaking out a win against Solo Sikoa.
Interesting.
I don't know what they're doing here.
Very interesting. I will say this. I tweeted about it. Grayson Waller's finisher. I would hate stuff like that, but because it's Grayson Waller, I kind of like it. Like it fits him perfect. That's something he would do. He would literally go out of the ring to roll back into the ring and do a cutter because that makes any kind of sense.
I hope that he does change it in the future.
Nah, keep that. That's just funny.
I hope like
ridiculous.
when he goes up or something, like I hope in the next 6 months that finisher is no longer a thing. Or like whenever he tries to do it, it don't work and he comes up with a new finisher.
Yeah. Cause it's funny because I give Hangman Page shit for the longest time about I hate the setup for
I think
buckshot Larry. I hate it. But that's a little bit more realistic than whatever Grayson Waller doing. I don't know what from in a kayfabe standpoint, what did that even like?
I don't like the buckshot lariat because for one, the setup is so where he's just like, stand up or like he's just like waiting there by the ropes. I hate that. Waller, he kind of just rolls right in and then does it. I think it's a little bit smoother when Waller does it because there's not like a lag or like a wait time. Also, I just think the flip over is silly. The roll is a roll. I don't think you could really fuck that up. But you could definitely stumble your foot trying to do that backflip or whatever joint.
You could absolutely fuck up a roll.
Yeah, we saw CM Punk do it. But yeah, that's just me. Tiffany Stratton doesn't like Wendy Chu, so I thought that segment was kind of just whatever. Why you made that face, man? It's racial angle, bro.
I was gonna say, I didn't want to say
racial angle, bro. Tiffany tapping into her roots, bro.
Oh no. That's a joke, guys. It's a joke.
Thea Hale moves into her Chase University dorms, and I thought this segment was very funny and cute. She's very excited, and she's screaming a lot.
Like an 18-year-old girl would. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's very obnoxious, and I find it very funny. Hey, man. As long as she gets it in ring, I'm cool with her, man. I'm cool with Thea Hale, man.
Hey, Bodie Hayward, the hairline, my guy.
Oh,
dog.
He the new Corbin.
He gotta let that go.
He the new Corbin, man. The reason why they're not gonna let him cut the hair is because his hair is long. That's it.
Yeah.
If he has short hair and that hairline, they would have been like, grow a beard. Now.
I feel like if you have a hairline like that, you have to go all out and just grow your hair out as long as possible. That's the only way it's gonna work. Like Hogan did the same thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta let that grow out.
Good boy, shit.
How old is he? Let me see how old he is.
Bodie Hayward? No.
He can't be older than 25.
Let's see.
He is.
Give us a drum roll.
Doesn't say right there. I'm not gonna be able to find it. He is. It doesn't say. It. I don't know. He had like no Wikipedia. I can't tell you how old he is. But
wow,
there's no way he's over like 30. There's no way.
Damn. That boy ain't get a wiki yet. That boy been on NXT quite some time now. No wiki.
No wiki.
That boy ain't got no accolades.
I don't think so. I think he played a little college ball, nothing crazy.
I don't like that. But next we got Giovanni. What's this motherfucking name?
Giovanni Vinci.
Yeah, Giovanni Vinci. He's gonna be feuding with Hickman Jiro, it seems. I hope not. And
I don't think it's a feud. I think it's gonna be just a match next week, and that's it.
Okay. I hope so. And then I was literally about to say, I hope this doesn't lead or like either they're feuding or they're going to be a tag team, and I don't want neither. And
I don't even know if I want the match,
bro.
They got to find something for Jiro to do.
Hey man, I know what Jiro can do, bro. Wendy's hiring.
All right, man. What's next?
A lot of places are high. Apollo Crews is officially Luke Cage, bro.
Yo,
that white man said, "Hey man, you don't want to go over there." And that boy looked at that gang of niggas like they was XP. That boy about to level up.
Yo, and y'all were complaining about the African gimmick. Give me the African gimmick. I will take the African gimmick.
This is hilarious.
Any day. This is so goofy.
This shit is hilarious.
I'm waiting for the guy from What Would You Do to come out and like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm expecting at this point. Cause like, what is this? What is he, a vigilante? What is he, Batman?
I think that motherfucker need to get some reps in the ring.
I think he needs therapy.
This shit is hilarious. Like, first we're beating up rude customers, and now we're beating up muggers. This man is me on Cyberpunk. And he got the leather jacket too. Hey man,
I think it's so cool.
It's making me laugh thinking about it. So therefore, I'm gonna let it slide.
This is ridiculous.
This motherfucker is Luke Cage for real, bro. What is he doing next week? He's stopping a gun robbery, bro. He telling some kids to stay in school.
Definitely.
What's next? What's next for the guy?
He definitely gonna do the Jean-Claude Van Damme grab the gun up the guy's head and point it back at him type move. If he does that, I might be in. If he does that, I'll be in.
What I need him to do. This is my wish list or my dream. Apollo Crews vigilante shit is that they recreate the scene from the Batman where he comes out of the shadows.
Apollo out the shadows is crazy.
I need him to come out the shadows and then he beats up like 8 dudes. Somebody please, this week's segment, can y'all please put like dub the Batman shit over it? The
the Nirvana joint.
Oh my god.
Put the Nirvana.
Please, for the sake of the War Report, can y'all please put that together? I think that I would really greatly appreciate that. Next, we got Trick Williams and Wes Lee having a little spat on the microphone, and Trick Williams came out, and that nigga came out without Carmelo, and I said, "Is this nigga out his damn mind?
What are you doing?
This nigga on his solo venture? The fuck is going on?
This ain't you. This isn't what you do."
This nigga, he in his Honcho Jack era right now, bro. What the fuck this nigga doing?
Father of 4 ass. Yeah, he kind of cooked him though. I ain't gonna lie. He got him a couple little bars.
I think it was a lot of low blows.
He said, "Yeah, your partner exploded."
That was funny when he said when your partner exploded or whatever. I wasn't listening. That made me laugh. But when he kept going, "Oh, your partner didn't leave, you left him," I said, "You know what? Yeah, he cooked him.
Yeah, he cooked him, bro.
He cooked him. Now that I'm reciting it in my head, yeah, he cooked him. He smoked him.
Did they drop the segment? Did they drop the segment thing? I feel like they might have. I hope not. I heard he was backstage at SmackDown. So I mean,
oh no.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't. I don't know what Wes is gonna. Is he just gonna be angry guy?
I like Senga a lot, and I hopefully him and Nathan Frazier come back together or something like that, or they keep the Wesley still like trying to search for that, that piece without Senga.
Yeah,
they could still do it without him, but it sucks that I wish it was him. I wish he was there. But yeah, Wesley, hey man, we said Trick Williams had to get a little bit better in the ring. So if this is how you're gonna get his reps in, that's really cool with me. I think Wesley would be a great opponent for that. Wesley I feel like he excuse me. I feel like he could already talk on the mic pretty well, and hopefully, Trick Williams also not being like amazing, but he did cook them.
But all Trick needs to do is be a good base for Wesley.
Yeah,
like, all he really got to do is catch him. Just catch him.
Yeah, that's about it. I think this works. I know initially at first when I saw him like doing his little solo thing, I was just like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? But I think it'll work. And Trick Williams, he could hold his own on the mic so far against certain people. I feel like the only person he had ever lost to was
Grimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully he could put Wesley's little nose to the grindstone a little bit. He could get better on that, just a little better on that forefront. Next, we got Kiana James versus Indy Hartwell next week. And I'll say this. The fuck is y'all doing, man?
Get Kiana James off my TV screen until she gets a new gimmick, please. This ain't it.
Kiana James was saying a lot of stupid shit in there.
Get her out of here, man.
Please have her recite the Steiner math gimmick and then, back to the drawing board with this young lady, with this very nice individual. I hope that this is not something that goes on for quite some time and Indy Hartwell can kind of get back on her little trek to beating Mandy. Cause boy, my fucking God, bruh. Kiana James ain't it right now, bro. I did like her outfit in this segment, but when she comes out with the in-ring plastic, plastic skirt and shit.
Party City fits.
Yeah. I can't take it seriously.
Spirit Halloween fit.
That's crazy. The numbers don't lie gimmick is not working. I'm sorry. It's not gonna work for me, partner. And I don't know who it's gonna work for. And a gimmick like this doesn't necessarily need to be a heel. Like, why like, can we get the Chase Universe? The Chase University universe crack here? Like, why can't she be the math teacher over there or some shit, I think that'd be a lot interesting more than I did the calculations and I got a 33% chance to kick your ass next week.
That's not a good number.
Yeah, it's not a good number, but it's a Steiner math reference. Come on now. But nah, I'm not with it. Next we got Nikita Lyon returning next week. She giving these bitches a 7-day notice. She's back.
She's back.
And then I think Nikita Lyon probably. Oh well, we didn't really know how bad her injury was at the start, but
must not been too serious.
If she's going to be skipping, if she's going to be the one to dethrone Mandy, yeesh.
I mean, I think that was the momentum in the first. I think we're leading there anyway. I really do. So we might as well just get it over with.
Mm-hmm. So Indy Hartwell might just be in the gutter with Kiana James for a little bit. And I forgot to put it in the main topic, but the segment with Toxic Attraction and what is it? Cora Jade and Roxy Perez.
I called it. I didn't want that to happen, and then it happened.
I said, don't be mad at it.
I am mad at it.
I don't care. Speak your truth.
It makes sense. It's lame.
What was that first part?
It makes sense, but it's just lame.
Run that back.
I'm just because it makes sense doesn't mean it's not lame.
Yeah, I know.
It's dumb.
My thing is that since it makes sense and there's circumstances that we are currently in.
Boring. All right, whatever.
Hate it or love it, something, whatever the fuck 50 Cent said on the hook of hate it or love it. Just let it happen, bro. Cause
I don't have to like this.
Yeah, you don't have to like it, but to me, it just makes a lot more sense, man.
Lame.
Her chances of actually, having some gold is a lot higher now. That's it.
Whatever.
That's it. That's all. If you want to dispute this on Twitter, my link is in the show notes, man. I'm willing to fight for this. I think this is all great and fine.
You died on the hill?
I mean, there ain't no hill to die on. I won.
All right.
All right. Now let's get into AEW and then Forbidden Door predictions.
Woo-wee.
Adam Cole and Switchblade Jay White. Oh my God! Nobody better in the world than Kazuchika Okada, the Golden Boy of New Japan. The Rainmaker himself has arrived. This guy is absolutely off the page amazing.
All right, AEW Dynamite. Nothing happens.
No, match it happened.
Well, a lot of the stuff is gonna, kind of just circle back to Forbidden Door predictions. So,
outside of that, though, what do we got?
Yeah. Well, a little bit. Bryan Danielson, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not medically cleared to wrestle for Forbidden Door or Blood and Guts.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about that initial part of his statement?
So, okay, I missed the first 5 minutes because my daughter called me, so I don't really know exactly what he.
Okay.
When I came in, all I know is he said that when I hung up with Isabella, I just put a damn on the damn thing. It's fine now. When I hung up with my daughter, she
told her get the fuck off my line.
Sorry, you know I got the podcast to do, but I was like, it said Brian said, yeah, he literally just saying I can't compete at those shows. That's the first thing I heard. So I don't know what did he say? Why did he give us any kind of a?
He just said I'm not medically cleared.
Okay,
but he kind of reassured us that it's not brain stuff, and
that's good.
I can't even take his word for it on that.
That is also true. That is true. That's also you're not even lying there.
He made it abundantly clear that it was just like I'm not medically cleared to compete, but I can, and I guess he just like listed a bunch of tests that that shows for signs of CTE. He said like I can still read at my current like reading level. I can still see. I can still run a mile without like being tired or just saying stuff that possibly are like symptoms of like or whatever they look for. He says he's still all there. He's just not medically cleared.
That's good then. Okay, well, that's fine.
Can't even take his word on that for real. I've been hurt before. But that's about it. But how do you feel about him not being able to be at either of these shows?
I think we kind of expected it. He hasn't wrestled since Double or Nothing. It's unfortunate because I really would have wanted him on the card, even though I was against the match with him versus Zack Sabre Jr. Not because I don't like Zack Sabre Jr. I do.
I would just like a more high profile.
Yeah, I wanted something a little more high profile than him wrestling some New Japan mid Carter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And but the more interesting part of the promo was him announcing that there will be a replacement, and then not really saying who the replacement is, and so we're gonna have to find out until Sunday, which low key makes me think they don't know yet.
Yeah,
that was I don't think they know.
That was the second part of his statement where it was just like, yeah, I'm not medically cleared, but I'm going to have somebody in my stead. And then he was just like, y'all want to know who it is? Y'all want to know who it is? Well, I'm not going to tell you. And I said, oh, brother.
I said, they don't know who it is yet.
And then also my thing is that, motherfucker, who the hell is replacing the best wrestler in this, era of wrestling? Who the fuck is good enough to take that mantle? Anybody it's going to be is a disappointment in my eyes because Danielson is the fucking pinnacle.
I think I'll give two people I guess initially care about, and I think they're both the obvious answers, would be Cesaro or Claudio, he is not a Bryan Danielson to me. Or Johnny Gargano. Those are the only two people I can see where I'm like, okay.
Neither of those motherfuckers are Bryan
Well,
Danielson.
obviously nothing's gonna amount to what Bryan's doing, but I think those would be the two best scenarios in that situation. Anybody else, I'd probably be like, okay, I don't really care at this point. Those are the two I'm like, okay, we can make this work. Cesaro versus Zack Sabre Jr. would look so weird because Cesaro like double his size.
Yeah. I can't think of anybody that I would like truly like on the AEW roster replace him with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to take guesses because I don't think, like I said already, I don't think anybody truly suffice. So it is what it is. As far as him not being medically cleared and then not being able to wrestle either New Japan shows or like face off against New Japan dudes, basically, do this. I didn't want him in Blood and Guts anyway because I think that feud is stupid, and Blackpool Combat Club should not be getting involved because Eddie Kingston cannot handle his own. Especially if Moxley.
Moxley and Kingston are best friends. To be a
My thing is that Moxley never expressed like, "Yo, I think we should look out for my boy." They just showed up at some point.
It was implied. That's my man.
No, fuck you. I don't like that.
My man.
Don't be going.
If you had beef, I'm not. You don't even have to. You don't have to.
But what if I never seen AEW before? We couldn't film one vignette or something where Moxley shows a little bit of empathy or like a little bit of sympathy towards Eddie Kingston, being like, that's my homeboy. Let me get back into this for them. And then Danielson is just like, nah, I don't really feel like we should be doing that, man. Like, we should really focus on our own thing. Moxley be like, please, man. That's my nigga, man.
He might have did that on like a Rampage or something. We missed it, honestly. Because
you watch Rampage, you got to tell me, man.
I'd be like half watching Rampage at this point.
That's crazy. Don't even turn it on.
I have a spreadsheet to do. I'm too committed. I'm too committed in this.
Nah, I think you could go without. But yeah, it is. To me, it is what it is, man. I would say AEW right now, like obviously, there's the wrestling bug happening in wrestling right now, but I think that AEW is in a lot more dire straits with that right now. No Punk, no Omega, no Danielson, no Bowens. Shit's hard out here, man.
No Bowens.
One of these are not like the other, and I say it's Kenny Omega.
Oh my.
AEW is in a very bad spot right now, and I don't think Moxley and Jericho could really carry this show again.
Okay, well,
especially without like an MJF.
Yeah, that's the other thing I could say. They might have to pull the trigger and put MJF back on the show immediately. If he's even in the company, I'm not even 100% sure what the status of that is.
Even if he's even there, that motherfucker even show up.
Will he even be there? Yeah, I think we're good for now. I think the next 2 weeks we should be all right for AEW's case because we obviously have the Forbidden Doors. So we have the New Japan guys to kind of make up for some of the slack, at least from a product standpoint, not so much, getting viewers. I don't think these guys are going to add any more viewers to the show. Maybe Okada, but that's probably it. And then Blood and Guts is next week. That's going to sell itself. So at least they got that going for them. But after that, I don't know. We're going to see.
Yeah, whatever Jon Moxley's first feud is going to be. Godspeed. Hopefully recover or not. Good luck to them. All right. Next, we got this Christian Cage segment, man. You liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah, of course. Go off, I guess, because I didn't.
This felt like I've been watching 2001 WWE. This was that kind of thing. It gave me that vibe. Christian obviously is a vet. He's been doing TV for a long time. He knew how to work the crowd and really, give a real deliberate promo. Now, this is where I'm kind of off on it. I think the reason he turned on Jungle Boy seemed kind of silly.
Long-term booking, they would call it.
Only because, sure, you're mad that he threw you out, but you waited a year to do something about it, that I don't understand. That freak, I'm like, that's the reason you're mad at Jungle Boy. And then I don't know, but outside of that, I thought I usually don't like the dead relatives type of stuff. Even like in battle rap, I don't like that stuff when they do the low hanging fruit of kind of dead relative stuff. But actually, for one, I'm surprised they refrained this long without bringing up Luke Perry. I think that's pretty impressive for for AEW. I feel like it kind of worked here because he kind of like put it in with him being a father figure to Jungle Boy. He was like, I didn't even want to be your fucking father figure in the first place. You had one. That nigga in the dirt. That was basically what he said. So I liked it. I like what he did. He told a good story in that promo. It was something fresh for a Dynamite because usually they don't have promos like that outside of MJF, who's not there anymore. So
yeah, we get it all because MJF was on every show, so we get a lot like that. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of the dead relative thing either. It is the absolute low-hanging fruit that we shame MJF for. So, why does Christian Cage get to do it? And I'm not letting him slide.
The only difference because of the father figure thing. I was like, okay, that's at least because when MJF would do it, there was no rhyme or reason. He was just doing it to be edgy. In Christian's case, he had a reasoning to bring it up. You know what I mean? I think that's the difference.
I hear you. I really do.
Yeah.
I still don't like it. Him being upset about being thrown out of the battle royale like a year later is comedy. Yeah. Especially when you're going to war with this little motherfucker at the Falls Count Anywhere. Like if you would have turned on him then or something, it would have made more sense. Yeah.
They took too long. They took way too long.
They took way too long, and I think it's like, yeah, I guess you could hold a grudge, but like Christian, you screw him once they lose the titles.
Yeah, you could have been screwed.
Don't cost him the title. You feel me?
Yeah, you could have been screwed him if that was the case. If you were that upset about this, it was just weird. It's really weird timing. They didn't explain that very well.
It's a loose thread, and they decided to tug on that.
Yeah, for sure.
It is what it is. Quick hit.
Before you go, then Luchasaurus came out, and for some reason he was angry, but not angry enough to like really do anything because he kind of like, he's like, hear me out. You know what I mean? You took
that
your boy out.
A snake. That nigga's a nerd. And if this equals to less Luchasaurus on my TV in the future,
he's gonna be Christian's muscle for sure. He's gonna be a Christian's Tomko for AEW. That's definitely what he's gonna be. He might even take the mask off. It might just be like whoever. What's that nigga name? His real name? Josh something. I don't know what his name was.
Man,
I can see it. And then we'll get a Christian versus Jungle Boy feud for a couple months, and we'll see how that goes.
I hate Christian Cage.
Wow. What? That's crazy. Absolutely. I like Christian more than Edge. I've always liked Christian more than Edge.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always liked Christian. Even when they were a team, I liked Christian more than Edge.
That's cool, I guess.
He's better. He's a better wrestler.
I mean, that's cool. There's Marty Jannetty fans too, so that's cool.
He's a better wrestler.
There's Matt Hardy fans too, so that's cool.
Technically, Matt Hardy's a better wrestler than Jeff Hardy. Let's be honest.
There's Jay Uso stands too, so that's cool.
You think Jimmy better than Jay?
Can't tell the tips.
They're the same nigga.
Moving on. Quick hits before we go into these Forbidden Door predictions. We got Tony Storm versus Marina Shafir, and I have a question for you. Why the fuck are they keeping Marina Shafir so strong?
I have a theory, but it's kind of rooted in some misogyny and sexism. Okay, so I'm not gonna say it on the podcast. But it just seems kind of like there's a certain talent over at the other show
they're posturing for.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but one could, I've heard people say it.
Are you saying that they're giving Marina TV time so they can get Roderick Strong, her husband, to come over?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I heard people say that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that, but I heard
those people.
No, just some people I see on the timeline. Just random names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay. Can you add them all in one tweet?
But if I were to agree with that, I would say that must be it because
I don't agree.
That woman is terrible in the ring and does not need to be on live TV wrestling.
I don't agree with it. I just think that they just don't like Nyla Rose. It's kind of crazy how she's like not featured at all on Dynamite during Pride.
She is a dark superstar. Let me tell you that.
Like it is
dark legend,
and she don't even sniff the ring. But they got her in the ad though. Same with Sunny Kiss as well. And I understand Bowen's not being able to wrestle, but
he's on the show at least. They put him on the show. Whenever Max comes out, he's in a wheelchair. We'll roll his little ass out.
Let that boy go home and rest.
Let him go home.
Let that boy go home and rest. But this match stinks. And
I couldn't even tell you anything about the match. Half of it was in 3/4 of it was in picture in picture. So I don't even know what happened.
I don't like what I saw before they went into commercial break, and I don't like that Toni Storm had to squeak out a victory. Like, why is that how she wins matches now?
And she couldn't even get her heat because freaking Nyla Rose attacks her immediately after she won. So it's like almost protected Marina in a way. It's just really interesting what they're doing with that. I'm not sure.
Boy, when I saw Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir together, I said, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
Yeah.
Is this what you got to do to get on TV, bro? Be with the significantly worse wrestler?
Well, it looks like it'd be Thunder Rosa versus seems like Nyla, I guess. I don't know if Nyla's in the top 5. She might be. Who knows? She might have like 30 wins back to back on Dark.
Who's good? who's good enough to go?
That's the other thing. I don't even know who else Rosa would wrestle right now. Let's see if Nyla's in the top 5. She is in top 5. She's number 2. So yeah, that makes sense. Toni Storm number 1. So I don't know what they do with that. I don't even know for sure if I care. Honestly, at this point.
The women's division. I'm just gonna kind of just be outright and just ignore the women's division. I'm sorry. I don't like what's going on currently. Jade needs a real challenger. Thunder Rosa needs to no longer have that belt.
Did you hear what Athena said?
Yeah, we need to stop that.
She said your lace front is fronting. First of all, I don't even think Jade had the lace front. I'm pretty sure that's a wig. I'm like 95% sure that's a wig. I'm no black women's hair expert, but I'm pretty sure that's a wig. So come on now, Athena. Hey, Athena, look, you of all people, I'm not gonna say it.
They already smoked her on Twitter for it, so don't even worry about it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Nah, man, the women's division needs like revamping and upgrade.
I know somebody could upgrade that women's division.
Will they walk into the situation?
I don't know.
We'll see what happens then. Forbidden Door.
What a card. They definitely added some matches on here. Let me tell you.
Ooh, man. This shit is a Road 2 show.
I will say this week's episode of Dynamite had me a little bit more excited compared to the last 2 weeks. I think the obvious being, we'll get there. We want to start it off.
All right, let's get into it. Starting at the bottom, we got Young Bucks. Young Bucks and then El Fantasmo and Hikuleo versus Darby Allin, Sting, Shingo, and Homaru in an 8-man tag.
I'm sure this will be fun. I'm happy to see Shingo. I was a little concerned. I was like, where's Shingo on this card? I'm going to ask you if he was hurt, but then they're like, no, he's on the card. I said, okay, that's cool. There's not much really story to tell on this one. Nor does it really matter who wins this match. But I'm going to go Darby, Sting, and Los Ingobernables over the Bucks and Bullet Club. I think Hikuleo is taking that pin for sure. And I think we might lead us to Sting and Darby versus the Young Bucks.
What backstage politics is going on that the Samoans or the Tongas are not on this?
Well, that Hikuleo, ain't that their brother?
Oh, I don't know. Well,
Isn't that their brother?
Aren't the Fales and
Ugh, thank God.
why isn't God here?
Why is Naito here?
Because that boy don't like them. That's why. That is a fact. That is an objective fact. That boy does not like what they got going on over there.
Clearly, you'd rather just take the rest. Who's your winner? Who do you got winning this?
I'm gonna go with Young Bucks because who cares, honestly. On Dynamite, Heyman Page defeats Silas Young in a match that I could honestly care less about, but everybody was just like, "It's really good though. Come on."
It was cool. It was cool. It was a cool match. I like Silas Young, so
I don't.
I didn't think the match needed to happen, and I want to know because I predicted it was going to go 12 minutes. I don't know the exact official time, but it might have been 12 minutes. I think I might have called it
like 8.
Was it 8? Oh, okay.
But once again, just like last week, we get Adam Cole cutting a promo, and then we get Jay White cutting a promo, and then the coin drops.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Okada's here. Oh man, that is fantastic. Wait, are you guys setting up a tag match? Oh, it's a fatal 4-way.
I'd rather that than a tag match. I had a feeling. Well, first of all, I want to say this show needed Okada terribly. They needed him real bad. So thank God he took time out of his busy schedule to come to Forbidden Door. I don't know when his wife is due. Hopefully he's back in Japan by then. I kind of figured that they were going to go the fatal 4-way route. They must have not known that Okada wasn't going to be here until like last minute. I don't think Adam Cole's 100% to work. I'm not even sure if Okada's 100% to work. So I'm sure they'll be used to a minimum, probably just the big hits, but I could be wrong. They might go all out. This is probably the match I'm most excited for on the night. I don't know how Okada does in kind of multi-man matches. I've only really seen him wrestle kind of outside of those. I usually skip those 8-man tags they be in, the chaos joints. But like, I don't know what his experience is within like multi-man matches like this. So it should be interesting to see what he does. But I can't imagine this match is going to be bad.
In my history of watching New Japan and watching in this modern era, there are no good multi-man matches.
Do they even do them? I mean, outside of
in the heavyweight division.
Okay.
There has never been a match that I've enjoyed for this title that features more than 2 people.
Well, I think thankfully in this situation, you got 3 other guys who do know how to work that style of a match. So I think we'll be okay.
This is not the type of setting that I would like to see Okada in, but my scenario or in the match that I would like to see him in is not possible of happening at this point in time.
Yeah, it must have been last minute.
This match might be best case scenario, and I'm just thinking, you know what, with AEW it could be a lot worse. I don't like the build to this, nor do I like the match that's on paper. I'm praying that they could put it together. And the winner that I'm going to go with is Jay White.
I think Jay White's winning this. I don't think it's going to be any different.
And Adam Cole takes the pin.
Cole's definitely taking the pin in this match. I can't see anybody else taking the L in this match except for Cole. He has to.
Mm-hmm. So, your prediction?
I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. I think it'll be Jay White wins and Cole's taking the pin, which would be interesting if they keep that going because obviously some kind of Bullet Club versus Elite type shit. I guess.
Kill me. Next we have Zack Sabre Jr., who did show up on the show after Danielson did his little thing. I wish he would have spoke and was like,
or commentary, at least a vignette, something about this guy.
And it says who the fuck he is on commentary.
Yeah, at least say who this guy is, or tell us who he is.
It's too fucking late. Zack Sabre Jr., the guy that was just like, oh man, I flipped some lyrics in his song. So yeah, man. deep storytelling in this feud, you know, that I'm giving you guys right now. Fucking terrible. Next, we have a triple threat tag team match. Winner takes all. The ROH tag team titles and the IWGP tag team titles. We have FTR, United Empire, and Roppongi Vice.
So this match is funny because I know how much you hate Roppongi Vice, and I hate Great Okan and Jeff Cobb. So
I want to rip my eyes out. This match on paper and on the pay-per-view, the finished product is not going to be good.
You already made a decision. It's not going to be good. I don't hate Trent as much as you do. I think Trent's all right.
Oh, it's not even Trent. I think him and Rocky Romero as a pair are not great. And I also think that United Empire are also not great. I find Jeff Cobb very boring.
Me too.
I find Great Okan very bad.
Yeah, he's just not good. And I'm tired of the timeline lying to me saying Great Okan is good. He is not good. What can y'all name me one Great Okan match that I missed since he's been in New Japan that I need to watch? Because I could have fooled me.
Also, neither of these championships mean a goddamn thing to me. So I really don't care about this match. The bar is so low. It is so low. And I still don't think this match is going to be good. I'm just going to say let FTR win it. Actually, United Empire. I want them to win
this. Whatever.
I want them to win for chaos.
Wait, Aussie Open not on the card? Did I miss them?
No, they're not on the card.
You know what's funny? I didn't really know about them previously. I liked them on Dynamite tonight. I thought they looked pretty good.
Aussie Open, weren't they on NXT or is that a different thing?
No, that was TM61. That wasn't Aussie Open.
Oh.
I don't know who these Aussie Open guys are, but they look pretty good. I like the big guy. He looked all right.
Yeah, I thought they were okay in this match too.
A little pile driver spot he did. That was pretty cool. You know, I'm kind of over the pile driver than AEW, but I like that one. That was something I had never seen before, so I'll take it.
Where he just
lifted him up and just like a child and just dropped them. I thought that was pretty fire.
That shit was smooth. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, they're not on the card, so pain. You want to pick a winner for the match, or you don't care either?
I think FTR wins it. They might want to keep it going, keep the momentum going.
Mm-hmm. I think you want to dethrone or get those titles off FTR so they can go for the AEW ones.
That's fair too. You might be right. You know what? I'm with you on that. Give it to Roppongi Vice. Do let Roppongi Vice have it then.
Do you think that FTR wins this and then they go against the Bucks and they all fight for the 3 belts? I think that'd be insane.
You think New Japan would be down with that? Oh, their belt on the line? Yeah, would they be down with that?
Well, their tag team division don't mean shit anyway. And since, you know, it's going to be G1 kind of soon, so they don't really have tag team championship shit to worry about. Mm-hmm. Also, I don't think I don't think FTR is going to do like World Tag League or any shit like that. So that's why I'm just like,
that'd be kind of interesting.
Realistically, I don't think
I don't see them going to Japan. Yeah, I don't see them going to Japan. So I can see Roppongi Vice going to Japan again. You know what I mean?
Shit, that's the only place.
I'm sure Rocky got a crib out there anyway. He must or something.
Yeah. Cool. We'll see what happens. Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship.
I don't know. Do you give it to Toni?
I don't want either women with these titles.
I would rather have Toni have it at this point. I think the momentum definitely more on her side than Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, since he's won that belt, has been kind of Nah.
Well, shit. Hey, man.
Tony, I think Tony's had a good run of matches the last couple weeks. Besides the Marina Shafir match from this week, I will say I think the matches she's had have been decent to good.
That is something that you could definitely add to Tony Storm's little resume so far. But I find both of these women boring. So, it's a double-edged sword who really wins this match. I get cut either way. But I'm gonna go with Thunder Rosa, even though I really don't want to.
I think they go Tony. I think they switch up and go Tony.
What did Thunder Rosa do wrong to get her shit clipped?
Be boring, be not good at wrestling. I don't know.
Serena Deeb said this is about to be the shortest reign. Thunder Rosa said, and then she might lose on Sunday. Shit. Fucking pain, bruh. Also, I feel like she might be the shortest regardless.
Yeah, I think it's not gonna matter.
Yeah. Next we have Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy for the IWGP US Championship. This being for a championship is fucking nuts.
Especially because Ospreay's done nothing in the last 6 months because he's been hurt, so I don't know why he got a title match. But whatever. I don't think Ospreay is losing this match. That wouldn't make sense. Absolutely. I don't. He's also 1-2 in AEW so far, so I feel like they're not gonna have him 1-3 in AEW. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go Ospreay.
Yeah. I don't ever see Orange Cassidy holding gold.
They might give him a little TNT run. Or that whatever Atlantic belt run. I feel like they took the lowest tier singles men title by the Atlantic belt. I guess
so far.
Yeah.
It hasn't had a champion yet, but I definitely think the TNT championship is in the dirt. So we'll see if they pull out the orange TNT championship for this nigga.
Speaking of, that's the one I'm shocked. I'm surprised Wardlow didn't make this card. They couldn't fit Wardlow anywhere on here.
That boy said we're saving him for CM Punk and CM Punk only. And I was just like, damn, y'all couldn't think of a different way.
Throw him anywhere. You could have thrown him in. You could have had him versus Zack Sabre Jr. or something. That would have been an interesting clash of styles. I don't know.
Shit, it should have. Instead of Danielson being like, oh man, I'm only getting the best technical wrestler, or blah blah blah. He just picks somebody else instead of gassing it up. Cause nobody else is gonna fit that mantra. But yeah, I don't really see him holding gold anytime soon. And if he does, it ain't gonna be this one. Next, we got El Sex Gods and Moro Suzuki with Tay Conti versus Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Shuta Uno? How do you pronounce this nigga name, Mike?
Shota Umino?
Umino, yeah. I feel like there's a match missing here.
Yeah, this is all of them.
You sure?
This is it. Yeah, this is it.
Okay.
Now I thought for some reason that Lance Archer was in this match. I guess not.
No, he was in the main event of Dynamite, which I guess we should talk about now. The match was nothing.
It was a standard TV match. It felt like a match that would be on Raw.
This is the usual Combat Club shit where no tags and then they just fight. It was just a brawl.
And they ended the show on a brawl, which they haven't done in a long time. They remember that all the time.
That brawl was going 2 miles per hour, bro.
Yo,
security came out and he was just like, "Hey man, just break it up." Like not like, oh my god, that shit was embarrassing. Let's see. I feel like there is a match missing. I'm trying to look really, really fast. But who do you feel is going to win this match?
This is another match where it doesn't really matter who wins this match. So I really don't even know when. I think Minoru Suzuki definitely dropping Shota on his head, and then that's the match. So that's what's gonna happen.
Why you gotta be all that?
I don't know. He's a young boy.
Damn, poor kid. But Yeah, doesn't really matter to me who wins this. I'm so tired of Eddie Kingston and Jericho, individually and together. This feud is so stupid. And now, let's fast forward to Blood and Guts, please, so that we can get the shit out of the way. Yeah, I just don't find.
Is Lance Archer in Blood and Guts?
Shit.
Is he in anything?
Well, shit, they still have to find Danielson's replacement for Blood and Guts. And
It'll
honestly,
it's the same person going to be replacing him on Sunday.
Oh Jesus! Don't sign me up for that match. Are you fucking crazy? Especially if it's like a Portal debut or whatever. Like if it's Johnny Gargano and then he has to do both. There you go, man. I never bled like this before, man. I don't really like this, bro.
Let me go look up who's in this damn match.
Look that up really fast.
What the fuck? It's Jericho, Hager, Daniel Garcia, Parker, Bernard versus Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz, Moxley, and Mystery Guy. Yeah, Archer's not even in it. Okay, never mind. What was he doing in the main event?
Taking a pin. Is that what he did? I blanked out, bro.
I'm not even sure who won. I don't even remember.
I'm not even sure if this match had a finish for real.
No, Tanahashi definitely gave somebody the splash. I just don't know who it was. I'm going to assume it wasn't. Who was in the match again?
Next match we got Pac, Miro, Aleister Black, and Tomohiro Ishii for that NATO championship.
Low key. Let's let Ishii win it.
So you could get more Ishii on Dynamite. Yeah, whatever.
I'm with it. That's my guy.
I don't care who wins here. Because I feel like all these guys that are in this, except Ishii, should be going up for something way more important than whatever the fuck this title is.
It's a brand new title. What you mean? It's more important than that.
The AEW interim or the AEW championship or the TNT championship. But that's neither here nor there.
Those are all booked, baby.
Yeah. And not with them in it, which is.
I do think this might be match of the night.
Oh, absolutely not.
You don't think so?
No.
What do you think could be better than this?
Shit. Probably Moxley Tanahashi.
You think so? Okay.
Oh, there's 2 4-ways on this card.
Yeah. You know, I think the other 4-way might be better. I'm lying.
But yeah, absolutely not. And whatever, I will give this to. I'll give it to Pac.
Okay. My thing with Pac is though is he never like
he expressed any championship.
Nah, he just be gone for a long time. Like, I don't know what his like situation is.
Yeah, shitty visa situation. That's all I know.
I don't know if it's
let's give it to Malachi Black.
Like, if I'm saying I don't trust having Pac with a belt if he ain't gonna be there.
Yeah,
which might work because it might be the belt where people go to other promotions and defend it. So maybe they do go.
Where else this motherfucker going?
I don't know. Whatever British wrestling shit they got going on. I don't know what's going on out there no more.
Whatever. This
remember Progress was a thing.
Yeah.
Progress. I'm sorry, in the UK.
What do they call it over there?
In the Progress? Don't they pronounce it the pro?
Oh, whatever. That part's not important.
WCPW.
Oh Lord.
I fucked with What Culture. You didn't like What Culture wrestling? I liked it. I thought it was cool.
It was fine for a little bit. What they have going on here, maybe we'll just give it to Malachi Black. So stupid.
I wouldn't be mad at any of these 4, honestly. Whoever wins it, I don't think I'm going to be upset about it.
I just don't see what's the direction of this title. Like, how is this title getting booked?
It's just going to be their version of the European Championship. That's all.
Is that a good thing?
I'm not sure. I mean, as a kid, I like the European Championship when I was a kid. I don't know.
Oh man. Well, we'll see. Next, we have for the AEW Interim Championship, we have Jon Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, who had a goddamn Rob Liefeld pose off in the ring. They were like they titties to each other
for like 5 minutes straight, just stare at each other for 5 minutes.
I'm just like I hit the Black China like cut the cameras, dead ass. Like these niggas look stupid as
They
hell.
were just staring for mad
They
long.
look stupid as hell. Having to stare down, which should just end the show like Rock and Roman shit would. While the slowest Kentucky Derby is happening fucking on the ringside.
Do you think, now I tweeted this, do you think that they should have ended the show with Okada coming out instead of ending the show with that brawl? I think you end the show with Okada coming out so you can have the talks going into it. Like, oh shit, Okada, like that's the last remembrance of the show you have.
But who's talking about it? Who's the audience that is talking about it?
People online.
They were already gonna watch the show.
But I'm just saying in general, like just for the show's sake, I think it would have been a cooler ending for the show.
I will agree. I think it would have been a cooler ending. Because it would be a surprise leading up to that, because nobody thought, Okada was gonna show up. I thought it was a really nice surprise. But what could have saved this is just if that brawl did not happen. And then they just did the pose off and then ended at 10:10. I mean, at 10 o'clock. Sorry. Instead of it ending at 10:10 with the stupid brawl happening on the outside.
Yeah, because it was weird. Like they finished the match 5 minutes early. We had just like 5 minutes of bad brawling. It didn't hit the same. And then they just staring at each other. It was a weird. That was a weird ending. It was a weird ending.
Not a great finish to the show or a go home show. Forbidden Door Sunday.
Oh, who's your winner? Moxley?
Oh, yeah, Moxley.
Yeah, Moxley winner. Okay, Moxley winner.
Tanahashi wins that shit. This show ratings is tanking.
You think so?
Absolutely. As much as AEW is not interested in bringing in new viewers, I think they would at least try to sustain what they have going now.
And after the numbers we saw last week, they better figure it out.
Exactly. Definitely not Hiroshi Tanahashi, and if they do, I think that is a terrible decision. Great wrestler, don't get me wrong. If this was New Japan, nigga, please, Moxley, go somewhere else. But this ain't that. Yeah, no, it's not happening. That is all we have. You can follow Quan on Twitter at The Comeback Spot. You can follow me, Cyrus, at Cyrus on TWR on Twitter. And you can follow everything that we do on the A Show Network at the A Show RNC. This is the summer of revenge, whatever that means. And
they didn't tell us.
Yeah, they didn't tell us. So I wonder who blood we getting. Because all you got to do is point.
I'm down to ride.
We have a very amazing charity going on for what is it? It is a wrestling club that takes place in a school in Brooklyn, and we're basically trying to get some kids to WrestleMania next year. The charity is to get some 5 kids over there.
Shout out to the Twitter name Wallflower Perry. I don't remember. So I'm assuming
the teacher name is Victor, I believe. Okay,
Victor. So yeah, shout out to Victor for starting the wrestling club, inspiring us to get these kids to Mania, man. That's the goal. Because like I've said a bajillion times, it's all about the kids, man. It's all about.
Yeah.
Did you see that video that one of his students cutting a promo?
Yeah. Oh no.
My man said you talking about your views. I am the view. I said that's fucking fire. I said that's a fire. That's a bar. Hey, I'm the view. You know what I mean? That's all. That's fire.
I think,
how old are the kids?
Huh?
How old are those kids?
Oh, they're very young.
Yeah, they were 10. That was a bar. That was a bar for a 10-year-old. Hey.
That boy got the
okay.
Future,
I said all right.
Please donate to them kids, man. I know there's a lot of stuff going around, but a lot of stuff just going on in the world. Every dollar counts. So, anything. for them kids, man. What else we got going on? Look forward to our show next week, and then our show after that. We're gonna be kind of booked and busy for this whole
oh my god, look,
for this whole thing.
Content. We giving you the content next week. Let me tell you.
You're gonna give you a lot of shit too. Basically, like 3 shows in one, and then just a longer version of this show where you go in depth in the card. It's gonna be a lot. I'm not really looking forward to it.
It's gonna be a Joe Budden podcast episode by the time we're done with it. If we're talking lengthwise,
that's gonna be hard. But yeah, man. Peace out, everybody. If you're not a patron, hopefully see you on the Patreon next week. You get shows, our weekly shows early, like this one and the A show. You get our Patreon exclusive shows like Spot Callers, which a new episode will be coming out where me and Justin talk about Big Van Vader. We got a couple classic matches under there. We talk about his Antonio Inoki match and the Fatal 4-Way that took place at In Your House 13, 14. I'm not sure.
It's final 4, sir. It's the final 4, not the Fatal 4-Way.
Whatever.
Come on now.
It's a Fatal 4-Way match. It's a Fatal 4-Way match with Battle Royale rules, which is very weird.
Because that was like the first like Fatal 4-Way they did like ever. I feel like.
No, I don't think that.
When did they ever do one before that? Like what, 96, right?
I don't know, but
I don't think they've done one before that.
The rules to that match is very odd. But if you want to hear me and Justin talk more about it, tap into the Patreon, and Spot Calls will be out soon. I also have another podcast that is on the Lookout Network, the Lookout RNC, called The JoJo Agenda. It's also me and Justin. So if you're not sick of our voices and want to hear us talk about anime, you can go over to the Lookout RNC and talk about that.
Also, I listened to that. I listened to that. I've never seen an episode of JoJo in my life, but I was listening to A Show and then automatically went to your guys' podcast after that. Pretty good, guys. I don't know what y'all are talking about for a lot of it, but stuff I did.
JoJo's definitely one of my favorite anime. So I enjoy looking forward to talking about that and talking about something that's not wrestling. And also on the Lookout RNC, I am on the Big Eyes Pod with Jamal and AD, where we talk about Chainsaw Man and our predictions for Chainsaw Man Part 2, which will be coming out in July. If you're a Chainsaw Man fan.
I gotta talk Meals into doing the challenge podcast again and see if we can do it.
Oh shit.
That's my goal. I gotta talk him into it.
Good fucking luck, bro. That's it shouldn't be. He loves talking about this shit. So.
I know. I'm gonna hit him up.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, peace out, everybody. Thanks for all the birthday wishes from the Discord. Anybody on Twitter, Instagram, and all that. Yeah, thank you. Peace out.